don't know how else to say this, but my husband is manipulating and emotionally abusing me.
Oh, man.
What happened to you?
Tell me about it. Whatever you're comfortable talking about. Yeah, I don't want you to just talk. Tell me as much as you feel comfortable telling me.
Okay, so let me just start from the beginning. When my husband and I first started dating, we had this deep conversation about cheating. He told me clear as day, if this ever happens, I need to know straight away. If you tell me and it only happens once, I think I could forgive you.
Oh my God,
And honestly, that stuck with me. It made me feel like, okay, if I ever screwed up, at least being honest would matter to him more. Fast forward 5 years and we're married now. A couple weeks ago, there was this company party, and I don't even know how to say this, but I made a huge mistake.
It was an accident. I didn't mean to.
I slept with a coworker. I know, it's awful. It was a moment of weakness, and I've hated myself every second since it happened. That conversation we had all those years ago, it kept playing in my head. I thought, if I just told him, at least I'd have a chance to fix things, you know?
Nobody gets a pass to bringing negativity into your life.
So, a couple of nights ago, I brought it up. I asked him if he remembered those conversations we had about cheating. At first, he was like, which one? Because we had a lot of talks like that early on. So I reminded him about how he said he would forgive me if it only happened once, if I was honest. And then I told him everything.
Okay.
His reaction was immediate. He looked mortified. He didn't even say anything, just packed his stuff and left. I begged him to stay. I was crying, apologizing, trying to explain. But he wouldn't listen.
Right.
He said he needed to cool down and walked out. The next day, we finally talked, and I tried to remind him of that conversation, thinking maybe it would help him maybe understand why I confessed.
I have no patience for useless things.
And do you know what he did? He laughed. He was just there on the other end of the phone laughing. Then he told me that he never meant any of it. That he only said he'd forgive me back then to make sure I'd confess if I ever cheated. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. I know what I did was wrong. I'm not denying that for a second, but to hear him say he lied to me...
Yeah.
Okay, so somehow you other dudes is my fault.
That all this time he never actually meant to forgive me. It felt like, I don't know, like I'd been set up.
But I really felt good about it.
Now he's planning to divorce me, and he said there's nothing I can say or do to make him change his mind. And I get it. I broke his trust. But at the same time, it feels like he broke mine too.
Oh, shut up.
I believed we had this understanding, you know? And maybe if I knew he was lying, I wouldn't have cheated in the first place.